In Gran Turismo 7, there are some truly stunning cars. Two of these, the Ford GT40 Mark IV and Ferrari 330 P4 from 1967. The cars, part of one of the greatest motorsport rivalries of the 20th century. On one side of the Atlantic, Henry Ford, on the other, Enzo Ferrari. And with Ferrari winning at Le Mans in 1965, Ford would dominate the race a year later in the GT40 Mark II, leaving Ferrari in the 330 P3 with no answer, with the new Mark IV aimed at cementing Ford's dominance once and for all, and the 330 P4 for Ferrari to get revenge. And here's how you can relive this great rivalry to earn 1.6 million credits an hour at Circuit de la Sarthe on GT7. And here we are for the World Touring Car 700 at Circuit de la Sarthe. A race timed to 30 minutes, 6 times fuel, 6 times tyre for cars up to 700 pp. Also with dynamic weather, where yours for winning 550,000 credits, where you can use your own car. And for this one, it's going to be one epic battle. And here are the cars we'll be using: the Ford GT40 Mark IV and the Ferrari 330 P4. One with a stunning 7-litre V8 engine with 4-speed manual transmission, and in the other, an equally stunning 4-litre V12 with 5-speed. And between them, some great names behind the wheel, from Dan Gurney to Mike Parks, to AJ Foyt to Lorenzo Bandini, driving two of the great Goliaths of Ford versus Ferrari, and are both great cars to use for this race. Buy both cars from the Legends Car dealership, the Ford GT40 Mark IV for 6.75 million credits, and the Ferrari 330 P4 for 20 million. While they are expensive, they are worth it. Head over there when the cars are in stock to pick them up. And head over to the tuning shop. Don't need to go to GT Auto, just gonna grab the ballast and wet tyres. And while there are upgrades available for both cars, find the best way of running them is as they are. Being after all truly stunning cars, leave them and let them as they are showcase their true brilliance. And running as they are, you will have more than enough to get through. The ballast just being used to adjust the front rear weight balancing on each car, and the wet tyres for the rain, if any, with racing hard tyres already fitted as standard, like the other parts we need for the car setups. And with that, we're all done. And here's what the cars will be to enter the race. Some great racing lay ahead in this one, in two absolute icons. And here are the setups. First, the Ford GT40 Mark IV, with equal ride height, high anti-roll bar, and mid to high damping on the suspension, with some toe angle on the front and rear, to help with any bouts of understeer. Found the car goes pretty well with these settings. While the differentials set, found keep the car nice and stable on all things cornering, with the braking turned up a bit more to help be more precise on corner entry and exit, and thought these settings were pretty good. And the transmission is left as standard, as is the gearing, and there is no power restrictor. And the ballast is set to 129, the ballast positioning on -50, which equally balances the car's weight. While a fully customisable ECU is set to 100, downforce is maximum on the rear and minimum on the front. And there is no brake balance and no other parts fitted. So the GT40 Mark IV is all good to go, on 659 pp and 503 brake horsepower. Next, the Ferrari 330 P4, which is pretty similar on the suspension, with equal ride height, mid anti-roll bar and mid to high on the damping, with a bit of toe angle as well on the front and rear, to again help out with any understeer. While the differentials set are straight from the Ford. As found on the Ferrari, they also work pretty well, so the car brakes and corners nicely without too many issues. And again, standard transmission and gearing, and no power restrictor. And the ballast is set to 149, the ballast positioning on -50, again for balancing the car's weight. While a fully customisable ECU is set to 100, downforce is again maximum on the rear and minimum on the front. And again, no brake balance and no other parts fitted, the Ferrari 330 P4 is ready on 673 pp, 448 brake horsepower. Into the race then, and depending on which side you choose, fuel mix 6 and put your foot down. And all being well, you should be in the lead towards the end of the first lap. The Ford GT40 Mark IV and Ferrari 330 P4 will get you through the race, no issue. And both cars are just brilliant. With this one, you've got the nostalgia and everything else in between. And both cars do drive superbly well. And with this one, enjoy a great drive. Whether it be Dan Gurney or Lorenzo Bandini, the V8 or V12. Either way, each car can one-stop the race, pitting at the end of lap 4 for fuel, short-shifting each car into top gear. With the Ford into 4th gear, the Ferrari into 5th, to get the fuel to last just long enough. And change into wet tyres as and when. The dry tyres will last the whole race if there is no rain. And if you don't short-shift into top gear in each car, you may need to pit after 3 laps. In any case, dry race, wet race, you'll easily get round to the checkered flag. And once you're pitted and got a full tank of fuel, you can rev the cars out anyway. Just need to short shift in the first stint, as to not have to stop again, unless it's a tyre change due to the weather. The Ford GT40 Mark IV finishing in 30.24, averaging mid to high 416s a lap, revving the car out on the run-in to get a fastest lap of 413.401. With a small rain shower in the middle, but the race dry for the most part. And in the Ferrari 330 P4, finishing this one in 30.16, averaging 415s a lap. Again, revving the car out on the run-in to get a fastest lap of 411.035. The race again dry for the most part. Race distance in each car 7 laps. And with the clean race bonus, that's 825,000 credits. Meaning 2 races an hour, that's just over 1.6 million credits. The clean race bonus pretty much a guarantee every time, along with the victory. And there we are, 1.6 million credits an hour with Ford versus Ferrari. And while they are, in the case of the Ferrari 330 P4, very expensive cars, they are, for that package of pure motorsport nostalgia, worth it. 2 stunning iconic cars with their righteous places in motorsport history. In the end, both cars would triumph. While it wasn't his day at Le Mans in 1966, Enzo Ferrari would have his day with the 330 P4 at Daytona a year later. The car part of Ferrari's very own 1-2-3 finish. But again at Le Mans that year, the Ford GT40 Mark IV would strike back, in the hands of Dan Gurney and AJ Foyt, winning 4 laps clear of Mike Parks and Ludovico Scarfiotti in the first 330 P4 to finish. Another finishing 3rd, with another GT40 Mark IV finishing 4th. The Ford GT40 Mark IV and Ferrari 330 P4. In conclusion, 2 fantastic cars. And a fantastic nostalgic method to earn the credits in the World Touring Car 700 at Circuit de la Sarthe. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video, or live stream. Thanks for watching.